Hey everybody, it's Ryan from Pi Records, and I'm here with Los Freneticos. How are you guys?
Hello.
Ryan.
Hi, hello.
Hi.
Hello, people.
Would you guys mind starting off by introducing yourselves and what instruments you play?
Okay, my name is Matias Pelu. I play bass guitar.
Cool.
Okay, my name is Marcos, and everybody calls me Corcho, and I'm the drummer.
I'm Nacho. I'm guitar player, and Hernan is the other guitar player, but he's not here at the moment.
Okay. So first of all, I want to say I was on Facebook today, and I noticed Evan Douglas Foster posted something about you guys today.
Really great. He's a friend of us.
Yeah,
We really miss him a lot.
Yeah, he said he really loves you guys.
We love him. We love him as well.
Yes.
We had the opportunity to play together in some gigs we made in US, and we really love him, and we admire him, of course.
We love all the Foster family.
All the Foster.
All of them.
The Foster brothers.
The Foster brother
cool.
and the uncle. And the uncle too.
So why don't we go back to the start of how the band formed? Tell me a little bit about your history, or a lot if you like.
Okay, Nacho, it's all yours.
Well, the band was born in 2008, inspired by that surf music scene that I had discovered in the early 20s, not too many years ago, only 20 years. We're from Cordoba, the second biggest city in Argentina, and we were the first music band there. So it wasn't easy at the beginning. Try to get people to play together. The first one to show up was Sandrini, the other guitar player. He used to play in another band, mixing Dead Kennedys and that kind of punk sound with bands like Langhorn from Norway. Yes, I think they're from Norway. So I think that there was the only one guy that in our city was able to play surf music. Soon after, I think that 1 or 2 years, Matthias joined us playing bass, and I think that it's the true beginning of the band, and it represents who we are today. Corcho showed up in our life, I think that 5 or 6 years ago, Corcho, yes?
5 years, 2016, yeah.
We recorded most of our albums with Corcho, and I think that it was the beginning, a short story.
Nice. So I know Didi Ray is from Argentina. What is it like for the surf community in Argentina?
I can say maybe for 2010, 2009, there was a small but really important surf scene in Buenos Aires. Bands like the Tormentos or Los Cajunas, they were really pioneers in South America, I can say. They recorded really amazing albums, and they were a really big influence for us. I learned in part of this sound showing these bands, listening to Los Tormentos, listening to Los Cajunas. I think that they were most important to me than the original surf music sound, because I listened to the most important California sound after meet these bands.
Right. I love Los Cajunas. Did they break up, or is he's
Los
doing another
Tormentos,
band now?
Los Tormentos, no. They are
Yes, he
playing,
playing.
but yes, okay. But the last 2 years, of course, it was very complicated for the entire world. And Marcelo is in the south of the Argentina, is 3,000 kilometers away from Buenos Aires. So they are not currently they are not playing, but I think that they are still rocking. I hope so.
Okay, cool. Um, when you said you came to the United States and played, did you play the festival in Southern California? Did you go up a little northwest and play with the Boss Martians? Where did you guys play?
Yeah. Okay. We had the opportunity to make a tour in the hand of High Tide Recordings in 2019. We started in California, we started in Los Angeles, then we played in San Diego, then we went to Phoenix, Arizona, then we went north
To Sacramento, we played.
Sacramento, there we played. And then we went back to Los Angeles, and then we started the East Coast from many places, many states, many cities. And we shared with the Boss Martians in New York, also in the Surf Guitar 101 Festival. And I don't remember if in another gig we played together, but that was a great tour
At the
for
Ritz,
us.
we play with them.
At the Ritz in Sacramento also, yeah, as well, with the both Martians and with the girls of the suffragettes from Canada. So we had a great tour. We play a lot in US, and the response of the people was great. And we had the 2020 we were invited to play it again in US, but as you know, the COVID-19 say no to us, and so
Yeah.
we are waiting to go as soon as possible, because that was a great experience, and of course we want to repeat it.
I would love to see you guys come to Philadelphia or New Jersey. That's kind of close to where I am.
Okay.
Okay.
We want to put that in our
Don't hesitate, please book us.
you have to talk with Vincent Minervina of High Tide Recordings.
Oh yeah.
He is our tour manager, and so just put your name on it.
Did you guys ever get to go to Europe?
Pelu.
Yeah, we went to Europe, and I think 2017, yes. But nowadays we are also thinking about going again, crossing our fingers, to make another tour. We are going to release a new album, maybe at the end of this year. We hope so. So maybe that's our ticket to Europe and the US again.
Oh, great. So is that coming out on CD or vinyl or digital?
Actually, we are thinking about what kind of release. We're recording in March 6 songs. We need to talk to Vincent about. We are not sure if we're gonna release an EP with four songs, and after that, simple with 2 songs, maybe 3 singles. We are in the final details of this process. Actually, we are this week we are doing the final mixing. We're gonna be doing the mastering maybe in a couple of weeks. So it's really new material. So I hope to release it in maybe this December or maybe the 2022.
Awesome. Are you guys using some keyboards organ again in this
Yeah,
new
sure.
songs?
Yeah. We have
Yes.
a keyboard invited. He's Juan Pablo Gordillo. He's from Córdoba, Argentina, and he participated in the last two albums we recorded. He's also in this one, and also we have some new surprises, another
Yes.
instrument.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
You
A lot of
will hear.
percussion, like Latin percussion and
Yeah.
exotic sounds, something like that.
Yes,
Yeah,
we are.
some strings.
Mhm. We are alive. We are four, and we like that way that the rough surf music alive. But when we are recording, we prefer to add as instrument as possible. That's funny for us, and we really enjoy recording.
Does do one of the guitar players play the keyboards while you're playing?
No, no. When we play live shows, we uh, when we when we play here in Cordoba, we use keyboards, but not when we are touring. Only two
Okay.
guitars, bass, and the drums.
Yes, yes.
Classic.
Okay.
We need to tour cheaper as possible.
Yeah. So that keyboard also makes kind of like a psychedelic feel to it, the way it's played.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you guys like into psychedelic?
Yes, we love to mix a lot of different styles. For example, I'm a big fan of punk rock, and also I love.
I can tell by your shirt.
Yes, the Ramones. Yes. Well, and we love to mix different kinds and styles of music. We are nowadays listening to a lot of like exotic sounds and Latin music, and we are mixing like the early sound of Latin America in the new songs, trying to get that sound. That's our search nowadays.
Yeah.
So is there a lot more percussion on the new songs?
Yes. Did you hear our last album, Macumba? Did you hear that?
I didn't hear Macumba. I heard the full length that came out in 2019.
Okay. Well, in Macumba, we start like mixing like Peruvian sounds, like cumbia, and go into that style. Now we are deep in that kind of sounds. So I think it's very interesting, our new material, at least for us. We are really excited about that.
Well, one of the things that I found about South American bands is that they always incorporate the Latino percussions, the style of music. They always incorporate that in their sound, which I find is really refreshing because it's not as much of that up here in America.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we really are expecting that you love the new material.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Latin music and percussion and all of that is in our veins, you know?
Yeah.
It's in our blood.
Yes, I think that for us it's funnier when we are thinking in new songs, we are thinking always in, okay, guys, we're gonna try to make something new. We're gonna add a new instrument. We're gonna try to create songs in a different vibes that we really did. And I think that we are always looking for something original, at least in Los Freneticos, not original in the world of the music.
Yeah.
at least in our life, you know.
As far as guitars go, I noticed some of the muted picking, which is kind of reminiscent of the Ventures, is Would you say a lot of your surf influence comes from the Ventures in that era?
I don't think so that the Ventures, in my opinion, Los Freneticos, we are a mixing of not traditional band. If I had to say three bands, I think that we took different things from Los Stray Jackets, Los Bambi Molesters, the Bambi Molesters, and Argentinian bands like the Tormentos and Los Cajunas. I feel like these bands are our main influence. Of course, the Astronauts and that great classic bands. We are fan of these sounds too. But I think that we are not a traditional surf band. Yes.
So let's talk about gear a little bit. Let's start with Marcos and tell me a little bit about what you're playing through and what bass you're playing, or drums. I'm sorry, drums.
Okay, I came from different styles of bands. I've been playing since I have 12 years old. I started with a Latino band, a Latin band with all rhythms from South America. Where I started playing sounds like, I don't know, cumbia, tango, candombe. There are some styles from here with a lot of percussion. Then I joined a reggae band, and then I had a lot of years with a band with the Clash sound, you know, some punk rock sound.
Yeah.
And I had to admit that the surf music, it was not in my mind until I knew these guys. They threw me into this world, and I started learning a lot about the style, and now I love it, of course, and I love all the bands Nacho just said, and I try every day to improve in my surf play, but not forget about my last influence that was this Latin music, most of them. And well, I think the join with this guy was good, and you can hear that in the albums, and also in the live shows. I really enjoy to play live with these guys, and I'm still learning, still trying to improve my surf playing. So that's the thing.
Matthias, tell me about your influences and where you got the inspiration to play bass, and who you kind of look up to.
Okay, well, my biggest influence, is Didi Ramon, because of his attitude more than his talent, but also I think that he's a great songwriter. That's about talking about punk rock. In surf music, I really love Lada of the Bambi Molesters and John Paul Ballack. Those guys are my two favorite bass players. And my perfect gear is I use Fender Jazz Bass and Ampere amps. So I go straight to the classic. In the studio, sometimes I use precision bass too. And nowadays, I also record with a Music Master, just for getting a new sound. But I always choose like jazz bass.
Okay.
That's my favorite.
It's true that would you like to buy a 6-string bass?
No, that's a lie. That's not true.
Nacho, what do you like to play?
I always play Jazz Master, because I think that was the only guitar that I can buy. I can in Argentina is very expensive. Everything instruments are amazingly expensive. You know. I remember when I got my first jazz master. Actually, it's the same jazz master that I own currently. I always play that guitar. In 7 or 8 years ago, I bought a Fender Showman, and I have a Teal River Fender too. That's my gear. I don't use too much pedals, maybe tremolo. That's it.
Okay. Okay. Tell me about some of your releases. What you released them on? Was it vinyl or digital or CD in the past?
Our first albums were released only in CD, and then we have like the digital versions of them. But nowadays we are in High Tide Recordings label. They release the vinyl versions of our latest albums.
Oh,
so we
great.
are, yes, we really love vinyl. I collect vinyls, so that's awesome for me. Having our albums released on vinyl, it's like amazing.
Yeah.
Because of the art, the sound, the color of the vinyl, everything.
Yeah, I would agree.
And you can also find all the albums we are in digital platforms, in Bandcamp and Spotify. You can find them all also.
Awesome.
And we are thinking in releasing our first album on vinyl too.
Yeah.
I hope to do that next year. Let's see.
And what year did your first record come out?
In 2012. 2012.
Yeah. So you're coming up on your 10th anniversary.
Yes.
That's the idea. That's the idea.
Yeah, that's a pretty big accomplishment right there.
Yeah, yeah. That we can celebrate that touring United States.
Congratulations.
Playing in Philadelphia for you.
Thank
awesome.
you. Thank you.
So before we sign off, I wanted to know if there's anything you'd like to talk about or mention, anything coming up, any fun things in the past that you'd like to share before we sign off.
Well, we are nowadays really expecting to get our new album, and also hoping to get on the road again. And that's my wish. My wishes. Sorry.
Of course. Yeah. Just really excited for the new material, and also for joining us together, because as you know, Nacho is living in Berlin. Matthias and I were living in Argentina, but the other guitar players living a kind of kilometers away from us. So we are all separate, and more of about the music is just we want to play and that, and all that, but we really enjoy being together and playing and touring together. And so that's the thing we are hoping we can make it next year. Just not the music, just being together also.
That would be great. There's is it a festival in Brazil or Mexico? Did you guys get up to any of those?
We played in Brazil in 2015. Yes. And we really would love to go to Mexico. We hope to go.
Yeah, actually, we were thinking about going to Mexico in 2020. Before Corona's issues. Who knows? Maybe 2022.
The idea is
cool.
to mix the US tour with the
Yes.
Mexico tour, because
California and a couple of gigs in Mexico City.
Yeah,
we
a
had
lot of great guys in Mexico City.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
are
sure.
always asking for us to play there. So
Yeah.
we really want to do it. Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, I want to thank you so much for coming on and talking to me. Really enjoyed it. And I appreciate your time very much. I know you guys are spread out over quite a distance. So thank you for coordinating everything and getting together. I love your music. I loved the keyboards in it, and I love the wash of reverb that you hear. Very crisp, clean sound. I'm a new fan.
Okay.
Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you, Ryan. Thank you for having us in your show. Okay, we hope to see you in Philadelphia next year.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Or the
sorry about our English.
The High Tide Festival, maybe.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. For sure there.
Cool. All right, guys. Thank you.
Thank you very
Ryan.
much.
Thank